Children, in last video we discussed about the scope of chemistry. That is, after completion of your higher secondary course, you have to know what are all the opportunities that are available in chemistry. That we discussed on last video. Now we'll move on to our subject. And another important thing, children, try to keep a separate note for chemistry. So which will be easier for you to note down the important points while watching your online video class. Okay. So that will be easier for you. At the end of the session, you can able to recall all the points together, right? So now in this video, we are going to discuss about the book analysis. That is, what are all the units and the subtopics that are present in your chemistry book. Okay. See, actually for chemistry you will have two volume of book, volume 1 and volume 2. Your volume 1 will contains 7 unit, volume 2 will contains 8 unit. So that totally 15 units. Okay. Here the units like 1, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15. These units comes under inorganic chemistry, and the units like 11, 12, 13, 14. These units comes under organic chemistry, and last unit 2, 6, 7, 8, 9. These units will comes under physical chemistry. Okay. So now we'll move on to the first unit, basic concepts of chemistry and chemical calculation. In this unit, we are going to study about the basics. That is, first one will be the matter, then their classification based on physical and chemical, and next about their elements, compounds, and then mixture. Now, the another important concept is the mole concept, which was proposed by Avogadro, and equivalent mass, limiting reagent, stoichiometry. The next will be the redox reaction. Redox reaction balancing is very important. This balancing will be done by two methods. One will be the oxidation number method and another will be the ion electron method. The next comes types of redox reaction. There are many types of redox reaction that also we are going to study under this lesson, right? The next we'll move on to unit 2, quantum mechanical model of atom. See, under this unit we are going to study about the subatomic particles like proton, neutron and electron. The next comes dual nature of matter, de Broglie's concept, Heisenberg uncertainty principle, atomic model that was proposed by many scientists like J.J. Thomson, Rutherford, Niels Bohr, then quantum mechanical model. And another important thing, atomic orbital. The atomic orbital will be done by one form is the quantum number method. Okay. So N represent the principal quantum number, L azimuthal quantum number, magnetic quantum number, S correspond to spin quantum number. The next comes electron filling by three method. One will be the Aufbauer's principle, Pauli's exclusion principle, and then Hund's rule. Based on this rule, how the electrons are filled in the atomic orbital. The next comes shapes of atomic orbital like S, P, D, F. Okay. The next we'll move on to unit 3, periodic classification of elements. Under this unit, we are going to study about the periodic table development. That is how the periodic table was developed by many scientists. The next comes classification of elements. Here the elements are classified. That is how the elements are classified in the periodic table based on S block, P block, D block and then F block. Okay. The next comes modern periodic table, which was proposed by Moseley, and then IUPAC nomenclature, how the elements are named. You IUPAC means, that is IUPAC means International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. That will be the abbreviation of IUPAC. Okay. Next will be the variation in periodic properties by many categories like atomic radii, ionic radii, ionization energy, enthalpy, etc. So many variation that also we are going to study under this periodic classification of elements. The next comes calculation. The calculation by Slater's rule. So using Slater's rule, we are going to determine the ZEFF. ZEFF is nothing but effective nuclear charge. Okay, the effective nuclear charge is also calculated by using Slater's rule. The next will be the ionic radii calculation. Here radii correspond to the cation and then anion. That is ionic radius of cation and ionic radius of anion. That is done by means of Pauling's method. So next we'll move on to unit 4, hydrogen. See, under this unit we are going to study about the different isotopes of hydrogen like protium, deuterium, tritium, and their properties, preparation, also uses. So properties includes both physical property and chemical property. The next will be the various types of hydrides like ionic, covalent, and then metallic. Then water in different forms like heavy water, hot water and soft water, and last will be the H2O2, which is nothing but hydrogen peroxide. Their preparation, property and uses, that also comes under this unit. Next will be the hydrogen bonding. The hydrogen bonding will be done by two methods, that is two categories. One will be the intermolecular hydrogen bonding and another will be the intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Okay. Next we'll move on to unit 5, alkali and alkaline earth metal. Under this unit we are going to study about the characteristic, properties and uses of both alkali and alkaline earth metal. The next will be the biological importance of sodium, potassium, magnesium, calcium, and last important thing will be the preparation property and the uses of calcium oxide, calcium hydroxide, and then gypsum, plaster of Paris. Next we'll move on to unit 6, gaseous state. See, under this unit we are going to discuss about different laws, that is gas laws like Boyle's law, Charles' law, Dalton's law, Graham's law of diffusion. The next comes ideal gas equation, Van der Waals equation, critical phenomenon for pressure, temperature, volume. Okay, that is nothing but critical pressure, critical temperature, critical volume. Simply PC, TC, BC. Then the last comes Joule-Thomson effect, which is very important. Next we'll move on to unit 7, thermodynamics. Under this unit we are going to study about the basics, that is what is meant by a system, surroundings, boundary, open system, closed system, isolated system, etc. So that and all will comes under the introduction and then thermodynamic process. So which will be classified as like that. Next comes laws of thermodynamics. There are 4 laws of thermodynamics that also will come under this unit. Next will be the Hess's law, Born-Haber cycle. So by this your volume 1 will get end up. Okay, so totally in volume 1 7 units are there, and now we discussed about all the subtopics that are present in each and every unit. Okay, so next we'll move on to volume 2. In that the first unit will be the physical and chemical equilibrium. In this unit we are going to study about the physical equilibrium of solid liquid, liquid vapor, solid vapor. The next comes chemical equilibrium, that is what is meant by a chemical equilibrium, then their brief explanation, that also will comes under this unit. Next will be the homogeneous and heterogeneous equilibrium, law of mass action, equilibrium constant, Le-Chatelier principle, Van 't Hoff equation, which is very important. Next we'll move on to unit 9, solution. Here the first comes types, that is what are the types of solution. Then their concentration units like molality, molarity, normality, formality, mole fraction, mass by mass percentage, volume by volume percentage, mass by volume percentage, and then parts per million. Okay. The next comes ideal and non-ideal gas, Henry's law, Raoult's law, and then colligative property. So that and all will comes under that unit. So next we'll move on to chemical bonding. Say in this unit we are going to study about Kozal-Lewis approach to chemical bonding, then octet rule, Lewis structure of simple molecules, different types of bonds like ionic, covalent, coordinate, etc. Then resonance structure. Next comes the important thing is the theories of bonding. Under this, we are going to study about Lewis theory, VSEPR theory, valence bond theory by means of hybridization method. The next will be the molecular orbital theory. Okay. And last will be the metallic bonding. So next comes fundamentals of organic chemistry. Under this unit, we are going to study about the basics of organic compounds and their nomenclature. So nomenclature includes both IUPAC name and then common name. Then types of isomerism, different types of isomerism, that is structural isomerism and stereoisomerism. Both these isomerism are again further classified. Their detailed explanation will be studied while going through that lesson. Okay. So next comes detection and estimation of elements in organic compounds. Then purification technique, which is very important. The first technique will be the distillation method. So this distillation method will be further have many types. One will be the steam distillation, fractional distillation, distillation under reduced pressure. The next will be the crystallization. This crystallization will be again have two types. One will be the simple crystallization and another will be the fractional crystallization. The next comes chromatographic technique, so which is very important. Nowadays this chromatographic technique is very popular. So this chromatography technique will have many types like paper chromatography, column chromatography, thin layer chromatography, gas liquid chromatography, ion exchange chromatography, like that. Lot of techniques are present in the chromatography method. Okay. So now we'll move on to unit 12, basic concepts of organic reaction. Under this unit, we are going to discuss about what is meant by an organic reaction and what is the procedure to write the organic reaction and their basics. Next comes homolytic and heterolytic fission of bonds, free radicals, nucleophile, electrophile, and then different mechanisms of all these terms. Okay. The next comes different effects. That is, what are the different effects that are present in the organic reaction? The first one will be the inductive effect, which will be simply represented by capital I. The next comes electromeric effect, mesomeric effect, resonance, and last will be the hyperconjugation. So these different effects are very important in organic reaction. Next we'll move on to hydrocarbons. Under this unit we are going to discuss about the classification by both aliphatic and then aromatic, and next comes their nomenclature, how these compounds are named by means of IUPAC and then common name. Then next comes their preparation, properties and then uses. And another important thing in hydrocarbon is this Markov-Nikov's rule, which is very important, and that rule was proposed by Markov-Nikovs. This was applied in the reaction. Next comes structure of benzene and toxicity and carcinogenic nature of aromatic compounds. The next comes haloalkanes and haloarenes. In this unit, we are going to discuss about their nomenclature, nature of CX bond, then preparation properties, uses. The next will be the RMGX, which is nothing but Grignard reagent. That is how the Grignard reagent will be prepared. Then their properties, that includes both physical property and chemical property. Then uses of Grignard reagent. The next comes the environmental effects of polyhalogen compound, how it affects. So that also an important thing in this lesson. So next we'll move on to the last unit, environmental chemistry. See, under this unit we are going to study about what is meant by an environmental pollution and its types. We all know how our environment is getting polluted. Okay, many types we can say, like soil pollution, air pollution, like that. Many types are there. Now next comes acid rain, greenhouse effect, ozone depletion, global warming. Then what are all the strategies to control the environmental pollution? Okay, so this lesson generally based on our basics. Okay, so by this our volume 2 will get end up. See,